Zhang Yi's demand for authority sparks a direct confrontation about leadership. Chen Xiaoxiao attempts a compromise, stating they will respect his captaincy but reserve the right to correct inappropriate decisions, effectively maintaining a share of control. Zhang Yi responds bluntly, suggesting they simply part ways, as he, Liang Yu, and Hua can function adequately alone. He argues that forced cooperation with those who don't follow orders is counterproductive. Chen Xiaoxiao and Pang Li are shocked, arguing that splitting up reduces everyone's survival odds against the formidable eclipse moon. Zhang Yi reveals his confidence, stating he can absolutely guarantee the survival of himself and his loyal companions. Chen Xiaoxiao, after a moment of thought, deduces this unshakable confidence stems from his spatial teleportation ability, making him nearly impossible to kill if he chooses to flee. Pang Li calls this tactic sneaky. Ultimately, Chen Xiaoxiao agrees to follow Zhang Yi's orders during the mission, with the caveat that they will separate if his commands become too outrageous. Zhang Yi accepts this condition, internally noting he would abandon them without hesitation if they became a burden. Having established the pecking order, Zhang Yi playfully asserts his authority before the group finally settles down to jointly study the intelligence dossier on Eclipse Moon sent by Lan Xinchen. After reviewing the intelligence materials for several hours, Zhang Yi, as captain, begins the tactical analysis. He highlights the confirmed, formidable intelligence gathering or precognitive ability of Eclipse Moon, which allowed them to perfectly counter the first wave. He warns that their team must be prepared to face opponents specifically chosen to exploit their weaknesses. He speculates this is precisely why headquarters formed 3 teams with varied abilities to create mutual support and cover deficiencies. Zhang Yi then analyzes individual Eclipse Moon members from the footage. He identifies the former sumo wrestler, Uku Kainobu, as exceptionally powerful, estimating his strength to be at least at the level of a deputy captain of an investigation team. He also points out the samurai Tsukamoto Nobunaga, labeled a contemporary sword saint, as a serious threat. Liang Yu's fighting spirit is ignited at the mention of this swordsman. Zhang Yi notes 3 other members whose strengths remain unknown, the leader Phoenix Inujin, Takeuchi Mayumi, and Fortamanobu Satoru, emphasizing particular caution around the leader. Chen Xiaoxiao then shares her deduction of headquarters' overall battle plan. She uses water glasses to illustrate a 2-echelon strategy. The 3 support teams form the first line, meant to engage Eclipse Moon and force them to reveal their strength and chosen counters. The Celestial Squad constitutes the hidden second line. By positioning Celestial Squad members with different or complementary abilities behind each support team, they can neutralize Eclipse Moon's tactical counterplays. She simplifies it as a game of rock paper scissors, where the hidden second layer ensures their response beats the opponent's initial move. She concludes that even if Eclipse Moon understands this strategy, they cannot easily break it unless their raw power overwhelmingly surpasses the combined forces of the support teams and the Celestial Squad. Zhang Yi expresses his full agreement with Chen Xiaoxiao's analysis of the Eclipse Moon group. He believes that while the Japanese superhumans are Delta level, they are likely civilian superhumans without professional combat training, potentially weaker than those from the first battle. In contrast, the dozen superhumans assembled this time are top tier from the outer cities of the Jiangnan region. Zhang Yi assesses that their individual strength is not weaker than ordinary investigation team members, and some may even rival an investigation team leader. He concludes that as long as they avoid the enemy's advantage in information asymmetry, their chances of winning are high. Leaning back, Zhang Yi remarks that the mission seems simple for him, as he excels at being bait and delaying tactics, confident that no one within the known scope can kill him if he acts cautiously. Pang Li interjects, reminding Zhang Yi that their goal is not merely to be bait. She emphasizes the opportunity to make a contribution and potentially take over the resource-rich Linhai city, which would significantly enhance their power. Chen Xiaoxiao elaborates that while the Jiangnan regional headquarters has established a federation prohibiting conflicts, such conflicts are inevitable and will become the norm. She argues that becoming stronger is essential to avoid a passive position. Zhang Yi acknowledges the logic but states he is not interested in territorial expansion. Pang Li criticizes his complacent mentality as the head of Tianhai City. Chen Xiaoxiao becomes concerned, realizing that with 2 team members, Zhang Yi and Liang Yu, not supporting their plan to gain territory, their team will be at a disadvantage compared to the others when competing for mission rewards. Zhang Yi ends the discussion by invoking their initial agreement: he is the captain, and they must follow his orders or leave. Chen Xiaoxiao calls him a strange person, noting that any other superhuman would have readily agreed to the opportunity. Zhang Yi simply smiles meaningfully and directs the team to continue their in-depth discussion on countering Eclipse Moon's specific abilities. Meanwhile, at the Operations Command Center, Commander Zhu Zheng receives an intelligence report. The Nebula satellite system has detected the Eclipse Moon group leaving Linhai City and heading northwest towards Jiangning City. Xu Zhang is furious, clenching his fists and condemning their arrogance. He vows they cannot treat the Jiangnan region as insignificant. The scene shifts to Jiangning City, a prosperous second-tier city northwest of Linhai and Tianhai. The Eclipse Moon members, in stolen vehicles, leisurely travel from the border to the city center. They arrive at Jiangning Square, a once bustling commercial district formerly occupied by Jiangning City's largest superhuman group. The streets are now littered with hundreds of corpses, their blood staining the ground and freezing into ice. The shrine maiden, Takeuchi Mayumi, strolls with her hands in her vest pockets, whistling. Phoenix Inujin, looking at an instrument displaying a pre-apocalypse map, states they need to find a supply-rich place to rest and replenish before continuing inland towards a city called Lingdu. To his right, Jinguji Saikairo, with slick-back hair and glasses, pessimistically remarks that things will not go smoothly. He points out that the forces they wiped out in the previous battle were civilian organizations, not the Jiangnan Regional Headquarters' main force, and the lack of response to their message indicates the headquarters is determined to fight to the end. Phoenix Inujin listens to Jinguji Saikairo's complaints with a light smile, recalling that Jinguji, a former stock trader, is a complete pessimist. Despite this, Jinguji's caution has helped Eclipse Moon grow and repeatedly escape encirclements by the Izumo group in Kanto. Jinguji is also a staunch advocate for the landing faction, believing the Japanese archipelago will be submerged post-apocalypse, which led him to agree to the audacious landing plan. Phoenix Inujin tells Jinguji not to be so pessimistic, asserting that everything is under their control. He believes one more campaign will make the Jiangnan region understand their strength and abandon conquest, as they are not the region's only enemy. He draws a parallel to their time in Kanto, where the powerful Izumo organization tolerated Eclipse Moon because eliminating them would be too costly and weaken Izumo against other rivals. Jinguji scoffs, questioning whether the Jiangnan region's leaders are as brain-dead as Izumo's officials. Phoenix Inujin playfully suggests all high-ranking officials are the same. The other Eclipse Moon members watch their banter with smiles, accustomed to it. They step over the corpses and enter the prosperous street. Jinguji adjusts his glasses and coldly states that to prevent an attack from the Jiangnan region, a thorough cleansing of the area is necessary. He orders that no survivors be left within a 5-kilometer radius of Jiangning Square. A day passes. At the Operations Center conference room, Zhang Yi and his team, along with Chen Xiaoxiao and Pang Li, gather with the other outer city superhumans for the final meeting before departing for the battlefield. Zhang Yi observes the delicate relationships among the hastily assembled teams. Commander Xu Zhang, Deng Xintong, and others arrive. Xu Zhang's expression is grave. He announces bad news. That morning, Eclipse Moon left Linhai City and arrived in neighboring Jiangning City. Wu Shifang, the leader of the Jiangning City Superhuman Organization and captain of the 3rd Support Team, slams the table and stands up in alarm, worried about his family and friends. Xu Zhang tells him to stay calm, explaining that Jiangning City forces have been notified to hide and avoid conflict. Eclipse Moon has occupied Jiangning Square, and all organizations in that area have presumably been wiped out. Wu Shifang, still worried, asks to return to settle his forces' affairs. Secretary Lan Xinchen coldly rebukes him, stating this is not a time for whims and that his most important task is to cooperate with headquarters to eliminate Eclipse Moon. Xu Zhang, in a gentler tone, acknowledges Wu Shifang's concern but advises against haste. He states Eclipse Moon's small numbers prevent them from destroying all major Jiangning City organizations quickly. The combat meeting will finalize the action plan, and they will move out first thing tomorrow morning. The various forces in Jiangning City have been told to hide. Xu Zhang assures Wu Shifang of their safety. Xu Zhang then addresses everyone, stating Eclipse Moon's clear objective is to advance towards the Central Plains, so they must nip them in the bud along the coast. He declares they cannot let the Ronin advance an inch. He then initiates the final operational meeting, asking each squad captain to present their discussion results. He calls on Zhang Yi to speak first. All attention turns to Zhang Yi, who coughs and stands up unhurriedly, saying, "Since you insist on speaking, I'll say a few words."